you overcharge for the cost of that particular asset, where is the difference going to? So you have to keep track of your register and see that this particular asset that I purchased is fully depreciated. Then the depreciation asset, the disposal, all this I'm talking about, it should be properly authorized. Disposal can be by sale, it can be by theft, it can be by accident. But in all instances, there should be proper authority before you take them off your books. Okay, so we look at employee remuneration and benefits. Why do we have to place more emphasis on this? Employees are a very, very important aspect of our businesses. And some of the businesses are not doing well because of the attitude of our employees. If I'm sitting there, I'm not happy. I'll come to work all right, but when the customer is coming, I'll squeeze my face and he'll go back. So, if you try to put more emphasis on your employees' remuneration and benefits, they will give out their best and you're able to make it. So to ensure that all staff receive their commensurate entitlements on schedule, to ensure that only qualified employees are paid at all times, to ensure that the statutory deductions are properly made and adequately disbursed to appropriate regulatory authority on time. So when you make payment, you have to take Senate, you have to take tax. So all those things, you have to take them and pay them on time. You look at procurement. This is one of the areas that I want to maybe place some emphasis on it. Procurement. Some of the companies are actually collapsed because of procurement policy. And I would suggest that no matter how small your company is, try and have some committee which will maybe lead you to your purchases. The reason why we do procurement is that we want to have value for money procurement of all goods and services. If you just place the procurement of items in your company in the hands of one or two people, or just one person, a lot of things can happen. I'm not saying everybody, but something can happen. So it's better at least you have or two people who, or maybe more people on board, who can help you procure value for money, goods and services. To regulate all valuable procurements in line with a good budget, to ensure as far as possible goods and services of the right quality, right price, right time, and of right place are sourced at all times in a highly transparent manner. When you source goods through especially tendering, there's no way, or maybe there could be, because people can just give what people are actually quoting, but it's not as easy as that. You go through a lot, but at least you have some fair quoting. Procurement committee can be set up, then also can do procurement by tendering, where they will bring. But at some instances, you can maybe do source or single sourcing or direct procurement, where the purchase is urgently needed and shall be restricted to a minimum quantity required to meet the urgent need until a purchase order, until a purchase by order methods can be fulfilled. Let's say you have the procurement committee, all right, but there could be an instance whereby you need something urgently. You can't say the procurement committee should meet and purchase the thing. If you need a certain of it at some point in time, you can still go ahead and have that particular quantity that you need, whilst the procurement committee will go through the normal process and get a thing purchased for you. Or the requirement can only be done by just one source. There are some services that you don't have option, that no one can do it. So in that instance, I don't have anything to do, just give it to a person and the person does it for you. You look at delivery of items, that when the goods that you're also procuring are being delivered, you have to make sure that there's a storekeeper who will make sure that all the goods are properly received. And if you have to make sure that they are well received and there's no sort of collision, you can also involve, if you have internal auditor in place, involve them to certify that indeed they were all received when the goods actually came to the store. The storekeeper will prepare a duplicated or like a duplicated receiving advice and distribute them in the LPO, a local purchase order. So when he receives, he has to receive them, give a copy to the one who delivered the goods, and also keep, some will go to accounts, some also will be kept over there. Then when you are also paying for the supplies that you received, there should be a memo which should be raised by the accountant through the appropriate authority. And the accountant shall attach or should attach local purchase order and received advice to the memo. Whenever you are paying for the goods that you purchase, make sure that indeed there was a local purchase order from your company to the vendor or whoever supplied the goods. then that one should tally with the sales received or goods received advice that whatever that particular goods is received, the storekeeper will definitely issue that quadruplicated received advice, and a copy should be attached. You have to reconcile the two to make sure that they are the same quantity that you ordered for that was already received before you can actually pay for it. Some of the things that sometimes we overlook is the statutory payment. We need to withhold a portion for government. If you have to withhold about 5%. If you have to do, it has to do with maybe a local or maybe a resident company. I know the percentage is 5% withholding tax if it's not exempted. But if it's a foreign company, it's 15%. So you always have to make sure that you try to stick to that so that you not fall far of the law. Because definitely, the GRA will come around. Either they go to the other opposite side or come to you. And when they get you that didn't withhold tax, you will be forced to pay a penalty on something that you have taken from your vendor. So it's better you make sure that whatever that you pay, you pick statutory deductions from it.